Hi everyone, welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. I'm here to do a message for whoever needs it. This message is timeless, so whenever it finds you, if it resonates with you, then it's yours at that time. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't force it to fit, but let's just go ahead and get into it. I'd also want to welcome you all over to Patreon. You can join us by clicking the link in the description box below. I do more readings and writing over there, and then if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do that by clicking the link in the description box below. And shout out to everyone who has been booking personal readings with me. I love you all so much. Thank you for the support. Thank you for trusting me. And yeah, I appreciate you so much. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into this one. This is a message for whoever needs it. Ooh. Okay, one more please. Thank you. You have own it. Be aware of how you express your fear. Oh, excuse me, I broke one of my nails. It'll grow back. But be aware how you express your fear. If you express your fear as like an absolute, like, oh, I could never do that because I am like simple. Let's keep it simple. Like I could never do that because I'm afraid of heights. Right, and so you express your fear as some sort of limitation, rather than as something that you are like every day seeking to overcome or sort of move beyond or even like integrate in some way. You know, this says grow and fulfill. Acknowledge the energy that feeds you. Yeah, in the same way, on the same token too, if you let your fears speak louder than your faith, right? If you let your fear be the thing that like leads you through life rather than your faith in your abilities, your faith in the abilities of the divine, and like your faith in what you're creating and your belief in your vision, right? If you let your fears speak louder than those things, then you are creating blockages and resistance for yourself. There's something here about at this time in particular, like being very aware of how you're speaking to yourself, how you're speaking about what's possible, like what you are able to accomplish, or like the way that miracles might show up in your life. Like woe is me energy will be met with woe, right? You know what I'm saying? And so there's something about here needing to like focus on like the creation of joy. Focus on the creation of joy, even if it seems like around you as you're creating there's like there's like possibilities like that, like you can see the ways that things might not work, right? Or you can see the ways that things might get complicated, but really like being like, I see that as like in the scope of possibility, but it is not a limitation. It doesn't prevent you from moving forward. 3137, 333. Dropped a couple. Hang on 1 second. Okay, let's see. Message for whoever needs it. One more. Whoa, okay, I'll take it. You have the law of pure potential. Open your mind to all the possibilities and allow yourself to receive everything. It's exactly what I'm saying. It's like yes, there are lots of possibilities. Some of them might mean like detours or delays or anything like that, but that should not be your focus. That should not be your focus. Your focus should be on like everything that you stand to gain, everything that could go right. The law of healing, transform your trauma, transform your life. That fear is a trauma response. And then you have the law of transmutation. Energize the mental picture of your dream. You're being given an opportunity to transmute fear at this time, so that you can so that you can feel more like nourished by the divine in your experience. It's like the fear is depleting. Like the fear makes you tired. Fear is exhausting. It's energetically exhausting for you because it's like there's this energy of like you want to move forward, but then you also have the fear like that pushes back at you. And so like it's like that constant like that pushing against the resistance that makes you tired. You're now figuring out how to transmute that, how to change that so that it's working for you, so that it's like so that you can find yourself in flow outside of the fear. Okay, let's go. What are we doing? Page of Pentacles. It's like there's a fear of a new start. Fear of starting fresh, a fear of being the beginner. Yeah, there's a fear of being the beginner here. Yeah, the Page of Wands, of like of following a spark or something like that. There's like, why is that fear? Yeah, there's it like, and it's like needing to sort of like muscle up some courage. Muscle up some courage here. There's a fear about like how you or something is going to be received. I'm hearing like, are they going to get it? Yeah, but like that shouldn't be your concern. If they get it or they get you, or that shouldn't be your concern here. Your job here is to sort of just step out on faith. Again, let your faith speak louder than your fear here. This is a true test too, because it's because you might not really even have any signs that if you sort of do this thing, shift in this direction, that it's going to grow and fulfill you and be successful. You might not have any tangible signs that, that whatever it is that you're creating is somehow going to, they said gain traction or something, but it is because it's balancing. You might have had a period where maybe like you did try a new thing and it was unsuccessful, or you went out on a limb for something or someone and it was unsuccessful. Like you were courageous and you shot your shot at something or someone and they shot you down. Like you could have had that energy in the past, and that created the fear, that created the resistance. So every time that you wanted to do that in the future, every time that you saw something that you were like, oh, I want to go after that, oh, I want to try that, oh, I want to do that, you met with that fear because of that time where it didn't work out, or that time where you perhaps made a fool of yourself, right? Like, you see what I'm saying? Maybe you made a fool of yourself at some point in time, but there's a balancing of the energy. You get to experience the success this time. Wow, yeah, you get to experience the success, the beauty, the harmony of the Ten of Cups here. You get the bliss this time. you get it, because if wow, and then the Two of Cups, you're gonna find you'll find yourself in this really beautiful alignment if you take the chance. This could be taking the chance on something different than you have normally done it, but it leads to a lot of happiness. It leads to sort of this flow. This could be like you aligning yourself with something or someone who is different than your norm, but you feel like inspired to it. You feel inspired to it. You feel so inspired to it that you're willing to break through the resistance, that you're willing to get over the fear of whatever. You're willing to risk being the fool one more time. It won't be the last time, I promise you that, but you're willing to risk being the fool because you can, like, it's like, you know it'd be worth it. You know that it'd be worth it. You know that this connection, whatever it is, would be worth it. This job would be worth it. You have the Knight of Wands. I'm trying to see. Reverse or no, upright. Okay, so you have the Knight of Wands here. This could be like this could be making you feel a little bit like wobbly too, because it's almost like it could be coming out of nowhere for you, or like maybe like out of left field for like the direction that you have been going or something like that. But do you even care if it, like, what field it came out of? I don't think that matters to you in this moment. I think what matters to you is how something is like lighting you up and like lighting this fire inside of you and drawing you in. Whoa, the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful. The Nine of Pentacles. It's like this is like a last step. It's like you have just about everything. You have just about everything. And when you conquer this fear, when you get over whatever this fear is that like keeps you from like really like diving in to something, when you like that's when you get the last coin, that 10 comes when you transmute this fear. Anything else want to come out for this before we wrap it up? Whoa, the Devil. The Devil. Yep, you're separating from it though. This Devil, the Devil is fear, right? The Devil is like it's like it's an attachment to the fear though. It like there's a comfort in the fear too, because you know that you'll never have to go through you don't have to risk the embarrassment, or you don't have to risk the disappointment, or you don't have to risk the loss, whatever it is. If you stick with the Devil, if you stay with the fear, if you stay like steeped in whatever dysfunction has been working for you, right? Has it been working for you? It's not working for you anymore. Like, or you're starting to see the ways that it is not working for you, and realizing how it's getting in your way, because there's a pull to something. There's a pull to do something that really is lighting you up inside, and you're like, but I'm afraid of this thing, so I can't do it. You know what I mean? And you're like, but that's crazy, because I'm going to do this thing. Like, there's no fear that's going to get in the way. And so you're like making this decision to very clearly like excise this fear from your experience. Wow. bottom of the deck, what did I tell you, is the Ten of Pentacles. And when you excise the fear from your experience, you get that last pentacle, and then you're able to build and grow from there. This is like breaking some sort of like, this could be breaking some sort of generational curse for you, like or like healing some sort of like generational wealth wound or something like that, so that now you can like really expand and grow and build, or like healing some sort of like familial discord that keeps coming up, or some sort of like this could be like an addiction, like an addiction that's been passed down, like this could be yeah, they don't want me to talk about that. I'm going to this could be an addiction that's been passed down to you, and then finally you're like you're cutting it away so you don't pass it down anymore. You don't want to pass it down anymore, and it's like and it's because something has come into view, some alignment has come into view, a job you really want, a relationship you really want, the way you like you have a new vision for your family, something that something that has like paint, like giving you a differently painted view of your future. Then you're like, oh, I hadn't considered that. I hadn't considered that it could go that way because I've always been afraid of blah blah blah, or I never thought that could happen for me because I've always been afraid of blah 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 ever since blah blah blah, ever since so and so did that thing to me, or ever since I didn't get picked for that job or that program or that whatever. And now you're like, oh, that doesn't even matter. I'm releasing this fear or this attachment to whatever it is, because knowing that that one courageous act is going to open up a lot more possibility. Big growth, big expansion here for you on the other side. King of Wands, and a lot of fun too. That's what I'm saying. It's like you've actually been cutting yourself off from like having like a level of like revelry and like excitement, and like there's excitement that comes when like everything is like feeling like joy, or like you're creating bliss in each moment, right? You know what I mean? Just based on the people that you're around, or the experiences that you are like allowing yourself to be exposed to. Like there's excitement that comes along with that, and it feels like you don't want to cut yourself off from that any longer. You don't want to cut yourself off from it any longer. And so whatever you have to cut out in order to get back into alignment with it. Is this the deck that I want to use? I guess so. Okay. Huh. One message to wrap this up, please. Fire. We love it. Fire. It's destroying the fear in order to create the new experience. 19. Okay. It's the end of the fear cycle. It says fire consumes anything that it touches. The flames remind us of the impermanent nature of reality and how situations can quickly transform into beauty or chaos. Fire is passion, and its dancing flames invite us to reach to the sky. Warmth and light are heavenly, yet too much heat can scorch us. To fully step into the energy of fire is to be utterly transformed, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Warm your hands and your heart by your inner fire. Let it burn away your hardships. Let it consume your pain and your sorrow. Has life become too rigid, too cold, or too superficial? Light a candle or make a bonfire and toss into the flames everything that has become stiff and painful. Give it all to the fire for rapid transformation. Set your life on fire. Are you feeling too fiery? Have you been reactive and short-tempered toward others? This card has come to tell you that all fiery emotions directed at others can backfire at you. It is not a good idea to play with fire when you are out of balance or angry. Now is not the time to act or react. It is a time to tame and befriend your inner fire so it does not scorch you. All right, y'all. That is the message that I have. I really hope that it resonated with somebody out there. Ship is in. And please know that I am sending y'all so much love, so much peace, so many blessings, and I'll see you soon. Bye.